Okay, so hi. Hey, today I'm going to be doing a painting and I'm going to be following Bob Ross. And I know when I say Bob Ross, not a lot of people remember him. Let's see how I do. I'm not saying I'm the best artist. I mean, I draw a little bit and like do like paintings, but like I do like mostly watercolors. And his is kind of like oil based and I'm using acrylic. I'm excited to start. So I'm just gonna be using acrylic and see how that goes. Hopefully it goes well for your girl. So I got my water, got my paintbrushes, and I got my little color wheel. So I try to mimic the colors that he has in his video, but of course they're not gonna be the same. Okay, so bear with me.
Any sizes you want. This is a pre-stretched double prime canvas. Then I've covered the entire canvas with just a very thin, even coat of liquid white. So let's start out with the old 2-inch brush, a little tiny one. Take a little bit of the Indian yellow, just a very small amount on the 2-inch brush. Load a little color on the brush. Let's go right up here. Maybe we'll have a beautiful little sky that's just full of warm colors that, as I say, sort of makes you feel good when you look at it. So you're making little X's, little crisscross strokes, go all the way across the canvas, like so. Just about like so. Maybe we'll have a little water in here. I love water. I think it's so gorgeous. And it's very easy to paint in this technique. And we'll reflect a little of that color right down into the water. And then, I'll tell you what, without cleaning the brush, let's just go into a little bit of the yellow ochre. Once again, we do not need a great deal of paint here, just a little paint. Go right above the yellow, still making our little crisscross strokes, our little X's. And just like that, we'll lay in a little bit of the yellow ochre. There, yellow ochre is sort of a nice gold color. It's beautiful, beautiful little color. And we'll reflect a little of that into our water. There. Shoot. Time to get crazy. Time to get crazy. Let's go right into the bright red. And still, we haven't washed.
Let me catch up. Damn, that shit looks horrible. But it's gonna be a hot mess. But that's fine. My arm already hurts. It's fine. It'll be abstract.
Right up here, making our little X's, little crisscross strokes. We'll add a little bit of that. And red's such a warm color. It just makes you feel good when you look at it. Makes you happy. You almost can't help it. Just sort of warms up your whole day. But too much of it will set your world on fire. So all we want is just a nice pinkish, reddish glow up here in the sky. That's all we're looking.
Let me try to blend out some white.
And while I have that on the brush, we'll just add a little of that down here too. In the water, we're just going to reflect the same basic colors that we have in our sky. Something about like that. There. Now then, still haven't washed the brush. I look for ways that are easy. In technical terms, that's known as laziness. There. We'll take a little bit of the phthalo blue and alizarin crimson, mix them together right on the brush. And let's go right up in here. And with that color, it's sort of a lavender color, we'll just fill in the top of the sky. Phthalo blue and alizarin crimson. And you can take this to the blue side or the red side, just sort of depends on your mood and how you feel. It's strictly and completely up to you. Maybe I'll tell you what, look here. Add a little. Just by tapping. There he is. There he is. Little cloud, oh, big cloud. So you can just let it go. Let your imagination take you wherever you want to go. But all we're doing is just tapping in some basic little shapes here. Maybe we'll put one on the other side. We don't want him left out. Something like that. Now then, while we have that lavender color on the brush, the blue and the crimson, we'll just come down here and fill in the whole bottom of this. Once again, all we're doing here is just reflecting the colors from the sky into the water. There we are. Now then, let's take and wash the old brush. We wash our brushes with odorless paint. Now you have to make your first major decision. Where does your mountain live? Maybe in our world? Yep, it does now. Our mountain lives right there. With a very firm pressure, just literally push the paint right into the fabric. Right into the fabric. This is a chance to really get tough. Take out all your frustrations and hostilities and whatever. Maybe there's another little peak right there. Wherever you want them. Wherever you want them. This technique is so fantastic because it allows you, because the canvas is wet, you can move this paint. You can pull it. It'll slide right on top of there. Just like so. Let's take titanium white. I'll reach up here and we'll get a little of the midnight black. I want a grayish color. So just black and white. Like that. There, just makes it a little, but I want to leave it sort of marble, so there's a lot of things happening in there. Pull the paint out, and once again, our little roll of paint right on the edge of the knife. Touch, no pressure, and just follow right down the mountain there. But no pressure, absolutely no pressure. There, if you've painted with us before, you've probably heard me talk about when I was teaching my son Steve to paint. Ooh, I like that, I like that. That's a nice color. Just sort of decide what color you want your shadows to be, and that's what they should be. Our little roll of paint. We can go right up in here, and now we can begin putting in the indication of all kinds of little shadows in there. I'm going to add just a touch more blue to my color, just so it shows up a little better, and you can see it there. There. Maybe here and there, a little something like that. Now we'll take a clean, dry brush and just tap. I want to diffuse the base of this mountain so it looks like it's sort of laying in the mist down here. But always follow the angles. Just enough to take out the tap marks and to blend everything together. Like so.
Okay.
There. See there?
I had to pause Bob for a minute. He going way too fast for me. How he gonna teach beginners how to paint but going ahead of them?
So we'll just put another little range of mountains right here. Just drop them in, same way. And watch how it pushes that first range back. That's simple. Just put them in, same exact way as we did the others. Scrape off the excess paint, blend them out. There we go. Something about like that. Color. Same thing. Follow those angles. You gotta make those little noises or it just doesn't work. Maybe this one, yeah, it comes right down like that. Just tap this a little to create the illusion of mist down at the base. And lift upward. All right. Now, let's have some fun. Shoot. You have to make up your mind. Each one of these, though, will create another plane in your painting and help that illusion of distance and depth. I'm going to take a little sap green, a little yellow, just tap the brush the same way, and as things get closer to us, we begin seeing a little color. So we can just, I'm using the same old dirty brush, just add a little yellow to it and some sap green. And we can just begin tapping in the indication of little colors that you can see. When things are far away from you, it's difficult to see color. Really all your hostilities here, just really get tough with it. Just back and forth, like you're trying to saw a hole through there. This will create the illusion of a little water line. It also is a nice light area between the darks. It separates, makes everything really stand out and look good. And let's have, in our world, some happy little evergreen trees. Just use the corner of the brush, and as you work down the tree, push harder and harder, bending the bristles. These little evergreens live right in your fan brush. You just sort of, and they've learned. And you can too.
I'm trying.
Okay.
I think I'm done. Wow, Bob put me through it. This was so rough. This is my recreation of Bob Ross painting. I mean, it didn't come out so bad for how rough it was, but it looks nice. It's abstract. I think it looks pretty good, not even gonna lie. Not even trying to boast myself up. It looks really nice. Thanks, Leia.